Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today I'm gonna be breaking down what it feels like to literally be on testosterone. I remember fantasizing about what I thought it would feel like to be on testosterone. Like, I almost thought that as soon as I took that first injection, I was gonna feel the testosterone circulating around my body, and safe to say that didn't fucking happen. But before we get into that, make sure if you're new here, new and not subscribed, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, feel free to email me at devindoescoaching@gmail.com. How the fuck does testosterone make you feel? It's hard to put into words, but there's definitely a difference, okay? The first thing I noticed is that I was way less likely to take shit from people. So when I first started testosterone, I was in a medical assisting program with predominantly women who were like young 20s, and they were very vocal. They always commented on how I looked, stuff like that. They would try me. Some of them knew I was trans. They would, take digs at me, try to see if I was going to be sensitive about it. And before I was on testosterone, I would take a lot of shit from people. There was one girl who knew my dead name because I had not legally changed my name. So my name tag for my program said my legal name at that time. And then she just randomly one day called me that name. Like, why can't we call you that? Isn't that your name? Your name's not Devin. Isn't it this name? This is when I was on testosterone. I remember I just had to like swallow that shit, and I just had to be like, don't call me that, bro. Like, simply don't call me that. And she was like, but isn't that your name? Kept going and going and going. She obviously was trying to invoke a reaction out of me. I don't know what type of reaction she thought she was going to get out of me. That is a situation where I physically had to get up and walk away. I felt angry. Whereas before, I would have also felt angry, but more like wimpy about it. More like, fuck, like, leave me alone. Like, stop, what the fuck? Like, that sort of emotion. But after being on testosterone, she kept going, dead name, dead name, dead name. And I was just like, what the fuck you're trying to accomplish here, man? Obviously, I would never put my hands on anyone or anything like that, but it was just kind of like, I wanted to say like, shut the fuck up sort of thing, right? So that is a huge thing. If I feel like it's something that's going to trigger me to a high degree, or it's going to make me feel aggressive in any way, I literally just walk away. I did have to develop that maturity, which I learned from watching my parents not walk away and their physical situations. I learned that from them, and I was like, I don't want to be that type of person, because ultimately, unless you have something special going on with you, if you're not in control of your emotions, you're fucking childish. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Everybody is different, but obviously there are different situations for everything. But generally, me getting dead named 80 million times because that person was trying to get a reaction out of me, I had the agency to get up and walk away, even though it probably would have felt nice to tell her like, shut the fuck up. That's a huge way that testosterone like feels. Like, you feel like I have to take action, whereas before you might feel like, oh, like, this is my fault. The next thing is how it feels in the gym. I'm now, and for the last year, I've been on a regular testosterone dosage. I have done one testosterone cycle, a steroid cycle that lasted about 12 weeks. And then before that, I was also on a regular dosage, right? I can say that when you're in the gym, testosterone makes you feel like, what the fuck are we about to get into, bro? Like, what fucking weight am I gonna lift today? We're on this shit. I'm gonna lift some heavy ass weight. I'm gonna make some PRs. I'm just gonna tear shit up, right? And that's why you do see bodybuilders and people taking testosterone as steroid cycles. Testosterone does make you feel like, let's fuck shit up to a certain degree, especially if you're at the higher end of normal, or if you're even surpassing normal. Just makes you feel like, let's fucking go. Another way that testosterone can impact you, and I know that a lot of my homies do struggle with this, is it can increase your appetite, right? It raises your basal metabolic rate, which means that you're gonna get hungry. Moving more, you'll be having a higher energy expenditure. So then when you eat, your body will use this for energy as opposed to just storing it as fat. A lot of trans masculine people do start testosterone. They notice their basal metabolic rate is increasing. They're hungrier, they feel hotter, all of that. If they're kind of sedentary, they're gonna gain weight. It's gonna be fat because they have no means of using the energy, because food is energy, right? A huge thing you can do to prevent that initial testosterone weight gain, make it muscle mass, is by working out before or when you start testosterone. Obviously, we know I'm biased to working out before you start testosterone. Testosterone does make you hungrier. Those are the biggest ways that I've noticed testosterone has affected me. Let me know how testosterone has affected you, whether you're on a smaller dose, you're microdosing, if you've done cycles. I'm curious to see what are all of our experiences on the same hormone, considering that we all have different, genetic makeups, different biology, and we all respond to the hormone differently, right? If you are interested in coaching, like I said, go ahead and email me. It's going to be linked down below. I'm also going to be linking my website, which has my high protein cookbook. It also has my dumbbell only training plan, which is great if you're training from home, and a bunch of other stuff in regards to my coaching. That is the video, y'all. Like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Don, and Devin is out of here, boy.